As part of a community-wide response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Northumberland Producers Alliance now has a well-functioning production line at Venture13. All to quickly address shortages for face shields and other personal protective equipment for local hospitals, long-term care facilities, and essential services across Northumberland. A strong support from volunteers, industry professionals, and community partners made it all possible for Phil Mandrick and others who have donated their time and expertise to make a profound difference.
We are actually part of a manufacturing chain, and that's what I think it was difficult for a hobbyist to get their head around, that they're actually producing something. They're actually part of like a very small mini or micro factories.
From the sanitation, quality checks, and extra precaution, the team here in the makerspace have exceeded health and safety protocols while receiving top reviews from those on the front lines.
It was like, actually, in the beginning, I was involved in part of the delivery too when we first just started up. And I remember going to our first delivery, and they were just thankful to have some PPE. They were an organization that didn't really, I guess, have the funds or for that. So when they actually got the PPE, it was used right away. They were really thankful for it.
This community-driven and donation-based initiative was mobilized in late March to address an immediate critical shortage experienced by frontline workers. In the last 6 weeks, over 7,000 face shields have been produced and distributed.
We actually get the headbands dropped off, and they actually go through a whole sanitization procedure, so washing, rinsing, bleach, and then overnight drying. We then have it in a sanitized area where our people who are stationed at each of the tables will pick from. They'll take a headband, and we'll include some band here as well. This is the elastic band that goes around the back of your head. And then this is the polycarbonate sheeting that we have. It actually has some protective plastic, which we try to keep on for delivery, just to make sure the masks aren't scratched. So to put it on, there's a little bit of a knack. We pull down from the first peg. Hang on a second. Okay, so we pull down from the first peg, snap it on, work the pegs along the front of the shield, and then we snap the last one in, and then we peel back slightly on the top corner, place one of our batches on the top, like that, just so we know when it's built and who it's built by, and then we flip it over, and we include this elastic for delivery, but what we have the people do when they get it is to put it on the side pegs, and then actually put it on their head around the back, so they know how tight to have it, and then they'll actually snap the other buttonhole in on the other side here. And that is a finished mask.
It's fairly straightforward to put this together, but just manufacturing thousands of them is quite a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have volunteer sets of teams of 3. We do between 250 to 475 sometimes a day, and everybody loves it. We have lots of volunteers. We have lots of people coming out feeling they really need to help out. The first thing we get a new volunteer to do is build their own face masks, so they know they're personally invested in doing this. And we make sure we send them home with their own face mask as well. But the one thing they complain of is sore thumbs, because these are a little bit finicky to get in sometimes.
And I also want to mention about the label that you have on there, because it's important that the recipients know what to do in terms of disinfecting it and making sure that you can use it long term.
Absolutely. So it actually says consult northumberland.io, which is our website for use. And it actually tells them the sanitization procedure. And it really comes down to hot water and soap and letting it sit and dry properly and treating it as if it is sanitized afterwards.
The group continues to steadily work and produce face shields, but they're at the ready if they need to meet a new demand.
Since I've been involved in this, we can now see that if this happens again, we could spool up what we've done within 24 hours. With the experience we've gained and the network of printers we have, if there was another pandemic, we could very easily ramp up production and respond rapidly with the connections and the people we have now and the expertise we've learned so far.
To donate and to learn more, visit northumberland.io. Graham Beer, Coburg Media.